Okay, so for the online guys, hope my voice is clear for you. Can you please confirm me online whether I'm audible or not? Okay, it was clear. Fine. Okay, in last class, which topic we have discussed? Volumes. Fine. The AC on there? Yes sir, no man. Okay, na? Fine. Let me create my Docker host. Sorry, Docker. Okay. Hmm. So before we go ahead and proceed, how's the lab support for you? First of all, I would like to know. Lab support, are the mentors supporting for you all the time? Okay. And what about your online? Like, is the mentor support good for all of you from the virtual labs? Can you confirm me on chat box once? Not yet configured for you. Huh? And what about remaining guys online? How about the mentor support for you guys? Whenever you are ready, we'll take the mock intro. If you're ready now, tell me, we'll take it now. No, no, I'm telling you seriously. Whenever if you're ready, just let me know. I'll arrange mock interview for you. Okay. Our mentors are day 5 to 24/7, like not 24/7. Morning 8 to evening 6 max. Okay. If you wanna test yourself, just let me know. I can schedule a call for you. So we'll be having the mock interview for you. Those who are ready. Okay. Please share the resume for 3 years. Definitely suggestion. I'll share it at the end of session. Please remind me later. You want it started, na? Sure. But fortunately, it's not unfortunately, fortunately only, 3 of our DevOps mentors has got the job. They gone for the interview today. I mean, like 2 of them went for the interview. So 2 of them got selected. So from Monday, their services are not going to available for you. But don't worry, we'll be hiring some other mentors for you as soon as possible. Like most probably by today, like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'm not sure. But we will hire the new mentors. Okay. Let me install Docker. And remind me at the end, I'll tell you one of the craziest thing actually that happened today. Just remind me at the end, okay? So Docker is a service. Whenever if you do anything for the service, you need to do start it, right? Okay. You can take, but you need to get the code and pom.xml both. You can take any code, but that need to be have the proper Java code as well as with configured pom.xml. Otherwise, it won't work. Fine. So now I'll be going and I'll be telling something for you. Give the command docker pull ubuntu. what this will do, this command, it download the wrong, sir, it won't download, which is in stop state daemon, correct. So let me tell you the subject now. There is a background subject for it. So if I talk here Docker architecture, okay, if you go and see, I'll explain why it is failing. Okay, why? Because you need to know the root cause. Sir, is it our Docker architecture or not, sir? You can see the client, you can see the Docker host, you can see the registry. First of all, we'll be checking image with the client. If client have the image, it will take. But as of now, we freshly install the Docker on our host machine. So for a freshly installed Docker host machine, do we have any kind of images? No. For that purpose, we need to ask whom here Docker host. That means Docker daemon only. So Docker daemon will be having the images, but currently is Docker daemon active or inactive? So if Docker daemon is inactive, how can it fetch the images, sir? Is it possible? That is the reason it cannot able to find. Okay, that's it. I hope this logic point is clear for all of you. So we'll go and start the Docker. Okay. So guys, you need to learn the pure subject, not some random comments and random things is not going to work for you. If you know the subject, if you know the architecture of any tool, what we're going to learn, it's going to help you a lot in real time. Okay. So give the command systemctl start Docker and check out the status. Okay. Basically, status is not mandatory. For your confirmation, you can check. Currently, it is running. So by this, we can conclude our Docker engine is running and it can fetch the images from daemon as well as registry also. Is it downloading the image now? Very good. Fine. So now in today's architecture, in today's concept, I'm going to teach you how to work with the multiple containers together. Okay, but before that, let me draw some real-time architecture of a Paytm application. Let's take a Paytm application. So we'll be having services like Paytm movies. After movies, you need to go for train. After that, recharge. After that, DTH. Is it clear now? So we are having 4 different services. So 4 of these different services we are going to put into 4 different containers. Correct or not, sir? It is my container number 1, container number 2, container number 3, and container number. Let's go and do this one. Okay. So what I'll be doing, sir, to do this one, you need to write the Docker file. I think all of you know Docker file, right? Can you tell me the Docker file without seeing for deployment? So first of all, we need to write from here, Ubuntu. Next, run. So here what you need to do first of all? Update. Correct. apt update. Next, run. What you need to do here? apt install Apache 2-by. Next, you need to copy the code actually. So for the simplicity, I'm gonna just create the index.html page. Slow down. Slow down. I'll tell you that. First of all, write this one. Later we can go and create the file. Okay. So I need to copy to which path, sir? What is the path of Apache? Online, you can tell. Tell me what it is. Where? Lib. Man. What is the path of Apache? Where www -/ I think I said this 10 times, but again you are forgetting. Don't forget this one. It's gonna be very, very important path for your real-time work. Okay. So never ever forget the path of Apache and Tomcat. Correct. So online people put this correct. Wait. So later then we can go in. We can run the CMD. CMD will execute where, sir? So user sbin. What I need to write here? Apache CTL. What is Apache CTL? It is a command line tool to control the Apache service. Here -d stand for the argument which you are passing for Apache service. And I want to run my service on where? Foreground. That's it. Okay. So next here we need to create one small index.html. Tell me one thing. Do you know how to write index.html code? No, I'm asking, do you know how to write the index.html code? That's what my question is. No, right? If you don't know, then what we need to do? Are we going to take a like HTML, CSS, JavaScript course? Huh? No, right? Can we take like this? Can we take like this? I don't know how to write index.html. I don't know how to write the front end code. So can I go and take the front end course? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. How many of you say no here? It is a very foolish thing or not, sir? It's like in Telugu, we have a Sameta. Nada dorkindani gurrangonadanta. You know this proverb, very famous one. Okay. See, guys, if you don't know how to write index.html code, you can use lot of online tools which will generate the index.html code. You can use ChatGPT, or you can use Geeks for Geek, and you can use W3 schools. And there are some hundreds of online tools which will generate the index.html. Okay. So as a DevOps engineer, we need not to focus on any kind of code. Our work is to automate the deployment process. Okay. So now I don't know how to write the code. What I'll be doing here, I'll be going here and type W3 schools, which is very, very famous. I am writing here index.html for login page. Okay. Type like this. Go to the first link. Are you seeing all the login links here? You can see the sign up form here. You can see the checkout form, like you'll be getting output like this. So simply you can go and simply you can take the code itself. Tell me one thing. Am I really generating this code, or am I using it from online? So do we need to learn this anywhere? No. So I'll be going here. I'll be taking the registration form, like forms with icon. I'll take this code. Click on try it yourself. Now you can go and you can modify. For example, instead of registration form here, I'll be going and putting Paytm movies. What I'm putting here? Paytm movies, click on run. The moment you can see, the code is generated. How simply we can get the code, sir? So don't worry about the code. Code you can get from any of the source from the online. Okay. I hope this is clear for you, and I'll be giving the link for you. So don't worry about the link. So what I'll be doing now, I'll have the code index.html. Based upon the above code, I created the Docker file. So I have that source code as well as Docker file available. What is the next step I want to do now? Already we discussed. We need to build the image. Tell me the command to build the image. Docker build -t like movies. I'm creating movies code here. You can go and see. Currently, I'm creating which code? So I'm building the movies image with version v1. And lastly, we need to put why I'm putting dot here. No. Why am I putting dot here? It indicates where my Docker file is. For example, if you don't put dot and if you hit enter, it won't work. Why? Because for the Docker, we need to tell where is your Docker file. You can put dot. For example, in future, if your Docker file is on TMP folder, just specify TMP here. Okay. No, sir, my Docker file is on root folder. Just specify here root. So definitely we need to specify the path of Docker file. Otherwise, it is not going to make the build itself. So currently my Docker file is in my current folder only. Current folder means I can indicate with the dot. So it is running now. Wait for some time. Yes, correct online. So a lot of people give me the exact answer. So now I have the Docker image. From the image, what we can create? Container, correct? Tell me the command then. Docker. I'm giving D also this time. If you give -it, you will go inside the container. If you put D, you will be coming out of the container. Okay. Next, -- name container one. What is the image name here? Movies v1. But if I want to access this particular container, I need to give the port number. So first of all, I'm giving container port number. Next, I'm giving image port number. This container port number can change 81, 82, 83, up to your choice. But this image port number we can't change. Why? Because what is the port number of Apache? 80. So this will not be changed. Inside your image, whatever the movies image you created, have I installed Apache or not, sir? So currently inside this image, Apache is running. So the Apache port number will be 80. So this we cannot change, but this will be changeable as per our requirement. Now what I'm going to do now here, hit enter. Now you can see the command docker ps, you can see the container running. Oh, docker ps -a, wait. Is container created now? Of course, it gone to which state here? Exit. It's completely fine. What you can do is copy the public IP address of your server and give the port number with 81. 81. Is your application running here? Why it is not running? Because the container got failed. What happened to the container? Sir, why the container got failed? That is the thing you need to understand. See, if a specific container got failed, how you are going to troubleshoot? Give the command docker logs name of the container. What is the name of the container? Container 1, right? Name of the container. So you can check the logs here. Okay. So I'll be showing one thing for you. If I open the Docker file, just see this Docker file. In this Docker file, are we missing anything? Yeah. You can go and check there. What is the proper parameter I pass? Is it a proper parameter? Look at the spelling here. Is it a proper one? No. So whenever if I give some wrong parameters, is my container going to accept this one? That is the reason why it got failed. You got the point now? So what I'll be doing now? Again, I'll be going to the Docker file. Okay. I'll be just changing the name of the foreground here, like spelling mistake, right? GROUND. Is it correct now? So now you need to again rebuild the image. Of course, you can give the same image to rebuild. So it got rebuild now. Same image name you can give, but container you need to remove that one. So give the docker rm command to remove the existing container and create the same container. Okay. Now give it the same command. Now this time if you can go ahead and see, give the command docker ps-a. Currently is container running now? Previously why it is not running? We have a image mistake on the docker file. So remember, if you do any kind of mistake on the docker file, the image will be builded wrongly. If you build the wrong image, is container going to run here? So this is the way how you need to do troubleshooting. So the first point of troubleshooting always start with the docker file only. Is my logic clear for all of you? Basically, this point need not to cover. I mean, there is no necessity. But why the reason I'm making it fail is to show how the troubleshooting will be working on the real-time environment. Now you can go and check here. If I click on refresh, am I getting the application or not, sir? Is it running? Now open your mobiles, all of you. I'll be giving the same IP address for you. Try to check whether you are able to access or not. And even for the online, I'm giving the same IP address. Just hit enter there. Guys, not to type HTTP and all. Don't type the HTTP and so on here. Just type the public IP address and port number. Huh? 81 you need to give definitely. Just type public IP address and port number 81. That's it. Online, all of you just try to check it. You'll be getting the same application. Even I'm also checking from my mobile here. Are you getting it? Yep. Fine then. So this is the way how you can deploy the first part of it. Now you can go and see here in the IO diagram. So I deployed the movies container. Now what is the next container I want to deploy? So for trying, developer give the new code for me. So what I'll be doing is, so in the index.html page, instead of Paytm movies, I'm going to put as Paytm train here. So now this will become the Paytm train code. Paytm train. So again, tell me the command to build the image. Docker build -t. So which image I'm building? Train version 1 and put dot. Sir, instead of dot, can I put root here? Of course, why? Because I'm on root folder only. Even though if you put it will work for you. So now again you build the image. From the image, what we're gonna create? Tell me the command, all of you. Docker run -itd. Hyphen name will be container 2 and port number. Port number now I need to give 82 and image port number and image name Ubuntu not train. Now you can see the new container got created. Check with docker ps command. Are you seeing the container 2 got created with port number 82? With which image I created? Fine. Now if I copy the same public IP address with the port number 82, if I try to access, which application I'm getting now? And you can check on your browser with port number 82. So all of you check with port number 82 in the same browser, remove 81 and put 82. Online you can check the URL here. Try to check the URL. You'll be getting the same Prime application here. Are you getting? Online, just ping me your response. If you got the application, just let me know in the chat box. Okay. But because this is gonna be very, very important for all of you to learn. Yes, it's working for all of you. Great. Okay. So as a part of the next step for our application, what is the next service I want to create? Now this time I won't tell anything. You tell me the process. I won't tell anything. What is the first thing I want to do here? Docker file. Eh? Man, you need to change the code, right? So where is the code? Is it the Docker file or index.html? Correct. Basically, this code will be changed by the developer. Once developer change the code, we'll pull the code to the local. I think all of you know how to pull the code, right? Great. So here what I need to put now? Recharge. So developer given the new code. So we need to create what here? Image. So to create the image, we need to make the build process. Tell me the command. Docker build. Recharge. Version 1. Dot. That got created. And now what is the next thing you want to do here? Tell me the command then. Docker. D I need to give. To access the -p. And one more thing, basically you can give -- publish also. What you can give? But I won't give. Why? Because see how much of lengthy word we need to give. Why to give that one, sir? Simply -p is required. Okay. Port number 83, recharge. Next port number will be 8. And what is the image name? That's it. Hit enter. Now if I give the command docker ps, you can see the new container with port number 83. Now open your mobiles, all of you. Try to check with port number 83. I'll be copying it and I'll be pasting with the port number 83. Have you got the recharge application here? Online, kindly please verify the application from your local terminals. I mean like from your browsers. Okay, fine. Great. So now the application builded with the fine container also. Now what is the last one we need to build here? Then tell me the process. First of all, I need to change index.html. I need to give here DTH. Next I want to build the image. So docker build -t instead of recharge put. So I build the image. Next I want to build the container. So name of the container will be container 4 and port number will be 84 and image will be and you can see the new container running on my terminal. You got the application already. Good. So it got already up and running. So I'll be copying this public IP address and I'll be pasting it here. Which one you are getting now? Why I'm getting recharge? Correct. Correct. So here what I have given 83. I given 83 only. I need to give what here? 84. So whenever if you get any kind of wrong application, try to check the port number. Why? Because if you give wrong port number, you will be getting some different application. So you can see in port number 81, movies got running, 82, fine got running, 83, recharge got running, and 84. So is it running properly or not, sir? So this is the way how we are going to create the Docker file, and from the Docker file, what we done here, we deployed the microservice application. What we deployed? Microservice. And coming to the process, guys, here I have given each and every process, step by step I have given, okay? How to build the movies image, try and reach it, like everything I have given, okay? So now, before I go for the conclusion here, first of all, is the process clear for all of you? What is the process? Taking the code, building the image, and creating the container. So this will be the standard process what you follow on the organization. Tell me the process. Take the code, build the image, and container. Is it clear now? So code, image, container. Is it clear now? Online, can you please confirm is the process clear for all of you or not? How I am doing this process? Can you all of you confirm me once? Okay, it was very easy and clear. Great. And what about your offline? It is easy and but when you hit the reality in the organization, this is what exactly we can call as the worst process. Which process? It is worst. It's not worst. It is R should be rolled. So guys, for your clarity, whatever the work you've done, the process is the same. Taking the code, building the image, as well as creating the container. But in real-time organization, I'll ask you the simplest question. Okay, the question will be very simple. Okay, let's open the real Paytm application. Paytm. Sir, once you open the Paytm application, are you going to see all the services together? Or are you going to see the service 1, service 2 after 1 minute, 2 minutes? I'm asking you, if you open the application, will you want to use or like will you want to see all the services together, or will you want to see first service after first minute, second service after second minute, all together, right? That is the standard way. But in our process, what we done, first of all, I deployed the movies container. After 2 minutes, what I deployed? After 2 minutes and after 2 minutes. That means all of them, first of all, deployed manually. Second one is for first service and second service loading, it is taking 2 minutes of time. Correct or not, sir? So here coming to the limitations of this process, like limitation number 1. First thing is a manual process. We won't encourage as a DevOps engineer. Second thing will be all the services are not loading at a single time. Why? Because each and every service I'm deploying individually. So whenever I deploy individually, what will happen? It will take some time to load the services. So this is the reason why we are not going to follow this approach in real time. It's like heartbreaking, right? Because I teach almost all 30 minutes of the subject, and at the end I'm telling it's a waste process. Okay. So the reason why I teach manual process for all of you is, guys, remember, if you can't learn the manual process, you cannot automate anything. That's for damn sure. If you can't learn anything manually, automation will be very difficult for you. For example, all of you know bike riding. Before learning the cycle, have you directly run the bike here? First of all, you learn what? Cycle. So then only you got some bike. What if, for example, if you don't learn the cycle, directly you take the bike, what will happen? It is gonna be cost a lot or not, sir? So here also, in real-time organization, nobody will encourage you to learn the automation first. First of all, you definitely need to learn the manual process. Here, whatever you done is manual. But in order to make it automate, how we can do it? Okay, there is a concept called Docker Compose. Which concept? So this Docker Compose, what it can do is, first of all, it can deploy all the containers at a time with the help of single file. See here, if you can go and see this one, how many commands I ran here? Lot of commands, right? But this Docker Compose file will deploy all of these 4 containers from the single file. That means, first of all, if I'm creating something from the file, Is it going to be manual automation? Automation only. First of all, I put the file. Inside the file, I put content. I can deploy the container. Tomorrow also, I want to deploy container. Same file, can I reuse it or not, sir? Second thing will be if I deploy all of the services together. So application will load properly or not, sir? Will it load or not? If I deploy all the containers together, all the service will be up and running at same time or not. So that is what we are gonna do now. If you go and see, note in the above process, all the containers are managed and created one by one. In real time, we manage all the containers at same time. For this purpose, we are going to use the concept called Docker Compose. That means whatever the concept we used till now, it's not gonna be helpful for us. So what I'll be doing, I'm going to remove the existing containers. I think all of you know how to remove the containers, right? So Docker kill Docker ps-aq and give Docker rm command. So we learned this command already previously. That's it. So now my Docker host will be free of containers. I don't have any single container here. So now I'll be explaining the process of Docker Compose. So just go ahead and check this one. Okay. So guys, here if you can go and see, basically Docker Compose, it's a tool. It is a user to manage multiple containers on a single host. That means if I have the single host, what is the meaning of single host? Your EC2 only. Host means what? Wherever you install Docker, that is called as Docker host only. So it is my EC2 instance, what I can call here. Okay. In my EC2 instance, I am going to create multiple containers. So all these containers will be managed by the help of a tool called Docker Compose tool. Which tool? Here you can see how many containers are there? 4. So 1, 2, 3, as well as 4. So all these 4 containers had been managed by the file called Docker Compose file. Which one? So I can state as Docker Compose. You can call it as Docker Compose or you can call it as Compose file also. Anything will be fine. Like Ansible only. There you manage servers. Here you are managing containers. That's it. Okay. So it is my Docker Compose file. So we can create, we can start, we can stop, and we can delete all the containers. That means you can manage all the containers together. You can create them together. You can stop them together. You can remove them together. You can delete them together like that. Here we write the containers information in a file called compose file. It is my compose. Remember, you can call it as compose file or you can call it as Docker compose file. And the extension will be .yml. I think all of you know what is .yml, right? What is .yml? Yet another markup. Here we use key value pair, which can also be called as dictionary. What do we call it as? Dictionary. So here the content information will be on a compose file. So the compose file is an YAML format. Inside the compose file, we can give the information like container image, container port number, and volumes information, everything we can give. Okay. So basically, it's a tool from the Docker. By default, Docker Compose will not be installed on the Docker host by default. So definitely we need to install it separately. Again, I'm going to repeat the same stuff for you. Docker Compose is a tool used to manage the multiple containers inside single. That means if you create multiple containers inside single EC2, you can manage all of them together. Managing means what? You can create them, you can stop them, you can start, you can delete all of the containers together. But how this can be possible means here all the containers information we put on a file called Docker Compose file, which can also be called as Compose file. So Compose file is on which format here? So inside the Compose file, we can give the container image, container port number, container volume, and lot of stuff we can give. Here it's not inbuilt in the Docker host. We are going to download it separately to use it. So is the introduction of Docker Compose clear for all of you? Know? Online, can you please confirm is the Docker Compose intro clear for all of you or not? If the intro is clear, we can go for the practical part. Clear, fine. Okay, so now how to install? So basically you can go and take the script here. I'll be going to my all setups. And guys here, tell me one thing. Are this application going to run now? Yes, sir. Why no? Because the containers got deleted, right? If the container got deleted, how will the application run? So it won't run. You can go and check, it is not running. But for simplicity, I'm gonna make it alive like this. Why? Because like in upcoming concept, I'm gonna deploy the same containers with same IP address as well as same ports. So you can see as of now, these are nothing. These are not running anywhere. But in future, I can deploy the same application with same port numbers. So I'm keeping it alive here. Okay. So all these are not working now. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going to my GitHub. Wait. GitHub Raham Sheikh all setups. Go for docker compose.sh. Copy the script here. And I'll explain the script. So before explaining the script, you need to know something about Linux. I think Linux batch got started, right? How many of you joined there? What about remaining people? You know Linux completely? Guys, Linux is gonna be very, very important for DevOps engineer. Okay, so please don't ignore this one. I will recommend everyone to go and join the Linux sessions. Okay, so it's gonna be very, very important for all of you. It's free for all of you. Okay, no need to pay any kind of amount. Okay, fine. So Sirisha, it got joined. I think last day it got started, right? Monday. Yesterday only, yeah. Today is which day? Tuesday, na? Oh, that means last day only, na? You confused me a lot, man. Fine. Yeah, it's free for DevOps. Okay. Fine. So what I'm teaching now? Docker Compose installation. Fine. So here you can go and see the Compose got installed here. Okay. So guys, basically I'll tell you one thing. Here I have given some note point here. In Linux, majorly you have two type of commands. How many commands? First one will be inbuilt command. This command will come from the operating system by default. And the second one is the downloaded command. So this command will not come with the operating system. So we need to download them. So let me take a diagrammatical way for you. So in Linux, commands are classified into two major categories. For your simplicity, I'm making it very easy. First one will be inbuilt commands. Which one? Inbuilt. Inbuilt means this command will come along with the Linux operating system. How it will come with? Linux. So this will come with OS, I can say. Second one will be the downloaded commands. So you can download from a package manager like yum, apt. This is the one way to download any kind of command. And the second way will be by using the binary packages. Which one? Binary package. Again, this is the pure subject, not related for the DevOps. It is related for your Linux class, but I'm taking it for here. So tell me, now commands are classified into how many types? Two types. What is the first classification? Inbuilt. How the inbuilt commands come with OS. Second one will be downloaded commands. These commands we can download with the help of package manager like yum, apt and so on. Second one will be. So for example, in Linux, if you download a binary package, if you download a command as a binary package, you need to perform two kind of operations again. So operation number one will be giving it executable permission. Operation number one will be giving the executable permission, chmod plus x and name of the package, what you downloaded. Second thing will be move it to user local bin. Okay. Second thing is what's are here, move it to user local bin. Move package. What is the package you downloaded? So user local bin. So this is gonna be very, very important factor for all of you to remember. Again, I'm telling. So in Linux, commands are classified into how many types, sir? Two types. What is the first one here? Inbuilt. It comes with the OS. Second one will be downloaded commands. That means some commands like git, maven. Okay. So these kind of commands will not come with the operating system. So we need to download. How we can download from the package manager like yum or apt, or you can use binary packages. What you can use? Till now, I downloaded git, maven, ansible, and docker. How I download them means by using the yum and apt package manager. But there is second way to download all of these packages. That is the binary method. Which method? So if you download any command from the binary method, first of all, you need to give the executable permission, chmod plus x. It stands for executable permission. Second one, whatever the package you downloaded, so this need to be moved to user local bin. Where need to move? Why to move to user local bin means all the user executed commands in Linux will be storing on user local bin only. For example, I am using ls command, ll command, touch command, mb command, cp command. All of these are commands are storing on user local bin only. If the command is on user local bin, then only it will execute. If the command is not on user local bin, that command will not execute. Again, I'm telling fourth time for you. If you download any kind of package, binary package, you need to give executable permission and you need to move it to user local bin. Otherwise, the commands will not work for you as expected. So this is what we have done in the console here. If you go and see, first one, I am downloading the Docker Compose. Okay. Second one, am I moving it to user local bin or not, sir? I am creating shortcuts. So here ln-s means shortcut. And next here, am I giving the executable permission or not, sir? So like this. So remember this point, all of you, it's going to be very, very crucial in the upcoming days. So here I have given. So Linux will not give some commands. So we need to download them separately. Once a command is downloaded in binary way, we need to move it to user local bin. And because all the user executed commands will be on user local bin. And second one, we need to give the executable permission to execute them. So now if I go and type here Docker version, Docker Compose version. So give the command Docker Compose. Am I able to check the Docker Compose version or not, sir? Like that. For example, what if you haven't moved that to user local bin, or if you haven't given the executable permission, it won't work for you. Fine. So now you have the Docker Compose file. So now tell me one thing, what is the advantage of Docker Compose file? With the help of the Docker Compose file, we can manage multiple compose together, correct or not, sir? So, but if I want to manage multiple containers together, I need to create the compose file. So let's go and create the compose file first of all. What does the compose file consist of? What does a Docker compose file consist? I'm not asking the format. Container information. What it consists? So now writing the Docker compose file is going to be very, very easy. First of all, I'll ask you a question. Have you ever seen Docker compose file previously? No, right? Have you ever heard? You never seen, you never heard. But the craziest factor is you are going to learn Docker compose file without learning. What I'm telling, you are going to learn the Docker compose file without learning. How this can be possible? Previously in the Ansible class, have I set the playbook or you yourself learn the own playbook how to write it? Just I said only one small syntax. Based upon that syntax, have you written your own playbook or not, sir? Here also same thing will be happen. I'll just give the input. What I'll give? If I give the input, that means if I ask you the question, for that question you need to give the relevant answer. Whatever the answer you are going to give, that is going to be a Docker compose file. Trust me, I am not going to teach the Docker compose file, but you will feel like Docker compose will be very, very easy after 2 minutes. How many minutes? It will take only 2 minutes. Apart from that, it won't take much time. Remember, it will take only how many minutes? So careful for the next 2 minutes here. I'm going to teach you the Docker compose, but let me drink some water first of all. I'll teach you. Wait. So online, do you believe like Docker compose is going to be easier or difficult? Which one you believe? It is easier or difficult? Can you confirm me in chat? So let's see what is the online response. Sangeet Kumar is telling it is easy, and Pujta it is easy, and funny also easy. Surendra, you make easy, sir. Okay, let's see. Dekenge. Correct, Tapas. Let's see. Okay, great. If you teach any concept, will be easy for me. Oh, great. Finally, some appreciation. Okay. So guys, let's go ahead and see. First of all, I'll write only one word. Can anyone turn the lights on here? Because the room seems very dark today. Fine. So first of all, here I'll be putting something called as version. What I'm putting? So this version is relevant to the Docker Compose with the Docker engine. So the latest version will be 3.8. So with the help of Docker Compose, I'm going to write services. What I'm going to create here? So service is nothing but a container. Guys, remember service, application, container, both, I mean like three will be having the same definition in the Docker. You can call it as service, you can call it as application, or you can call it as container. So current version I'm using is 3.8 and coming to the services. What is the first service of our application here? Movies, right? So type here name of the services. So for movies, what is the image I'm using, sir? V1, correct or not? And what is the port number we are going to use for the movies? Container port number is 81. And image port number will be, that's it. Compose file done. Tell me the second service. What is your service number 2? Train. Next. Image. What is the image for the train? Train V1. Next. Ports. What is the train port number? 82. And image port number will be? And third service. Recharge. Next. Image. What is the image name we need to give here? Recharge V1. Next. Ports. What is the port number? 83. 80. Oh, 83. Wait, sorry. I have given 82. And next, what is the next service here? DTH. After that, image. What is the image name here? DTH. Next, ports. What is the port number? 84. 18. Tell me one thing. How easy is a Docker Compose file, sir? How much time it took? Have you got the clarity of writing Docker Compose file? Is it easy or not? Online, can you please confirm is writing the Docker Compose file easy or not for all of you? I would like to get response from all of you online. So it was easy, very, very easy. Great. So this is the way how you can add the Docker Compose file. And one more thing, sir, for example, if you want to put volumes, basically I am not including volumes concept. If you want to put volumes and give the name of the volume 1. But I'm not including the volume concept. It is not necessary now. You can simply ignore this one for now. That's it. So now once you write the Docker Compose file, so remember, till now you work with the Docker commands, but from now you are going to work with the Docker Compose commands. Which commands? So I given the configuration of all the containers in the compose file. Now I am not going to interact with the Docker containers. I am going to interact with only Docker compose file. Why? Because all the information will be on compose file only. I cannot speak with the containers. I can only speak with the Docker compose file. So there is a command called Docker compose. From now, you need to use only Docker compose. Don't use Docker. That command will not helpful from now. Why? Because when you are dealing with the Docker compose file, you need to give the command Docker compose only. Docker command will not work with the Docker compose file. So Docker compose up. Up means what? To create the containers, to start the containers. What is the meaning of up here? To create an, I want to create them on detached mode. -it means you can go inside the container. -d means detached mode. Which mode? That means you will come out of the container. Now containers are creating and these are starting. First of all, this will create. So then it will go and start. Give the command Docker compose ps. Are you seeing the containers now? Are these running or not, sir? What is the current status here? Go and verify now. Click on refresh. Is it running? Is it running? Is it running? Here also it is. So in the first method, I done manually. All of the 4 commands I created one by one. But in second method, have I automated the entire process or not, sir? Are these running together or not, sir? Now, which one is better? First method or second method? In second method, how I automated all the container creation with the help of Docker Compose. Is the advantage of Compose clear for all of you now? Great. So now what you can do is here, clear the screen. Give the command Docker Compose stop. Which command I'm giving? So this is going to stop the containers. Are the container got stopped now? You can see it, right? Stopping. So currently the containers on stop state. You can see the command Docker PS. Currently these are on which state here? Exit. So again, if I want to start them, so what I can give Docker Compose? Start. So are they starting now? You can check out with the status. Currently it is up and running. So there is one more command to stop the containers. What is the command? Correct only, say it loudly. Kill. So you can use Docker Compose kill. Are these commands stopped now? Again, if I want to start, give the command Docker Compose start. So currently this will again come to which state here? Up and running. So you can use stop or you can use kill. Sir, I want to delete the containers. How I can delete? So can I use Docker Compose RM? This will not work. There is a logic point. You miss a logic point here. Correct. Before removing any container, first of all, you need to stop it. Without stopping, how can you remove the container, sir? Is it a dumb way or not? So make them kill and make them RM. So just put Y. So Y means it's got removed. Now you can give the command Docker Compose PS. You will see nothing. Because every container got removed. Sir, again, I want to create them and start them. Which command I need to go for? Docker Compose up -d. That is the go-to command to create the containers and to start the containers. Now you can see the containers are running state. Sir, I want to pause them. Which command I can go for? Docker Compose pause. So again, these containers will come to pause status. Currently, these are on which state? Again, I want to unpause. Docker Compose unpause. Tell me one thing. Am I able to manage one container at a time or all the containers at a time? All the containers. How it is possible? It is possible through the Docker Compose file. Which file? What is the initial what I said for you, sir? Initially I said with the help of the Docker Compose file, we can create them, we can start them, we can stop, and we can delete all the containers. Am I showing it practically or not, sir? Yes. So we write the content information on Compose file. Do you have Compose file here? Of course we do have. Compose file is in which format? So we can give images, ports, and volumes information. And finally, we need to download this one like that. So you can see the comments also. Here, what are the comments I'm performing? You can see all of them here. And one more thing is, for example, online are you able to hear me? Can you please confirm? Okay. So, yeah. Sir, currently, I want to check what are the container logs. So what we can put simply Docker Compose logs. Am I getting the Docker Compose logs or not, sir? Oh, it's not coming. Huh? Online, just give me a couple of minutes here. We have the project issue. Okay. Give me a couple of minutes. Okay. So this is the command where we want to get the logs. So give the command docker compose logs. So similarly, I want to check the docker compose images. So basically, see, I'll be giving the command called docker images. Sorry, docker images. So I'll be getting how many images now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if I use the command docker compose images, that is going to show me only the images that is managing by docker compose file. So only these images, DTH, movies, recharge, and train are managing by the Docker Compose. So if I use Docker images, I'll be getting all the images. But if I use Docker Compose, I'll be getting only the images that is managing by the Compose file. Which file? And similarly, apart from this, what we can do is, if I give the command Docker PS, so if I have some 100 containers, I'll be getting all the 100 containers. But if I want to check the containers that is managing by only Docker Compose, I can give the command Docker Compose PS. Is the point clear for all of you? And if you want to check the process of any container, basically the command is docker top. Remember, the command to check the containers process is going to be the docker top command. So here if I use the command docker compose top, are you able to check the process of all the containers here? Train container, recharge, movies, DTH. Is it clear now? That's it. Okay. Fine. Your doubt make me surprised as well as the current also got surprised. It got shocked and shaken here. Wait, guys, here again we are having some technical issue. Why it's happening with us only? Give me a second. I'll try to check it. Yeah, it's getting. How to know which container is taking up more CPU memory? So Mahesh, already we discussed the Docker stats command, right? There you can see the live. That is the first one for your query. And second one, why to pause the container? Any real-time use cases? Basically, there is no such use case to pause the container. Like basically, if you want, you can destroy and recreate. But pausing we don't do internally. But there is a command. I'm just telling you this command we can use. And if one container fails to come up, how to check the logs? What keywords need to be checked and how interpreter note the number? Okay, this you will be getting the upcoming days. So don't worry about it. How to check the container logs, we'll be discussing in the upcoming days. If possible, could you please show how to install Postgres? Yeah, definitely. This is what you are going to learn, Mahesh. Okay. So it's your upcoming concept, how to install database in the container. Okay. Fine. So give the command. Which one I am telling? You were asking some question, right? Ah. Basically, we don't do that generally. If you want to do, what you can do is you can put that container information separately and run that file separately. But generally, we don't get such kind of use cases most of the times, I'm telling. But if you wish to do it, what you can do is, I mean, it's simplest way without taking any kind of trouble. Docker compose.yml. You want to run only this particular thing, right? So what you can do is already, no, that won't work here. So like, tell me, for example, your DTH service is not working. What you can do? It is the old image, right? So I'll be changing the code. First of all, based upon the code, I'll be creating the new DTH image. And if I put the new DTH image and if I give the command docker compose up, only this container will run now. Apart from remaining, this will not work. So these kind of things you can do. Just change any one of the attribute. That can be image you can change or you can change the port number. Now if you use the command docker compose up, only this will run. Is the logic clear for you? Let me show you. You want to rerun any specific container, right? Due to some reason, you want to rerun. So what I can do is go to the docker compose.yml. So for example, if I want to rerun this compose of DTH, so I'll be putting 85 here. Give the command docker compose up -d. Already these containers are running. So if I give this one, is it recreating now separately? All these train, recharge, DTH are up to date. That means no changes. But where is the change? It is only on. Is it only recreating or not, sir? So in this way, you can do it. Is the logic clear now? Fine. And if you want to restart the containers also, give the command docker compose restart. So this is going to restart all my running containers. And again, instead of restart, you can do what? Delete them and again recreate. But instead of doing that one, restart is going to be better approach for you. No, you can. I shown you now how to stop. Okay, that's it. So on a high level overview, this is what Docker Compose can do. So it can deal with the multiple containers together. Okay, and eventually, if you want to scale, for example, currently, how many containers I'm having here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? How many containers I'm having? 4 containers. So what I can do is here you can go and what you can do is you can scale. For example, I want to get 2 movies container, or I want to get 2 train containers, or I want to get 2 DTH containers. What exactly I can do, you know? I can go and I can give the command docker scale. Basically Docker compose scale it is. You can see the command here. Docker compose scale. So this you can go. So give the command docker compose scale. I want to scale what kind of containers? Train containers. Which one? I want to scale them to 10 containers. Currently, I'm having only 1 train container, but if I want to scale to 10, see what will happen here. Containers will be created. Give the command docker compose ps. Containers will be created. But what happened to the status here? It got, it got exit. That means operation success, patient died. Container scaled or not, sir? But after scaling, what happened? It got exit. That means our operation is success. Command is success. But whatever the output you got is failed output. There is a reason. If you read English properly, read any one of the error, you can get the mistake. What exactly happened? It is a logical mistake. It's a port conflict. Which conflict? Let me explain what is the meaning of port conflict. So now here you can go and check. Sir, I want to create train container. Currently this container is having port number 82. So what I'm trying to do, I want to copy the same container for 10 times. I want to create 10 containers like this. So if I create the container, same container, it will be fine. But same port number can we allocate to the multiple containers? It's like assigning same roll number for the multiple members. Can we assign the same roll number to multiple people? Here also same port number cannot be allocated to the multiple containers itself. That is the reason we can see binding 00082 got failed. Why? Because port is already, that means already port number 82 got allocated for 1 container. So what you are trying to do, you are trying to create 10 train containers with same port number. That is not going to be acceptable. But sir, in real time, if I want to create multiple containers for single application, how can I create? There is a concept called Docker Swarm concept. Which concept? In the concept of Docker Swarm, you will be getting the complete clarity how to create the multiple containers in the same host or multiple host. That's it. So is the concept of Docker Compose clear for all of you? Know? Online, can you please confirm is the concept of Docker Compose clear for all of you or not? Clear. Great. Fine. Sure, Mahesh, you can ask many questions as you want. So will these commands work on Azure as well? Basically in Azure, you have some separate repos. So there will be some differences for this DevOps as well as Azure DevOps. Second, if you want to meet personally weekdays or weekends, or you can come to Naresh IT on weekends. I'll be available on Saturday here, not Sunday. So you can come to Saturday, like you can meet me here. At what time? So from evening 4:30. or 5. Like you can meet me after 5:30 on this Saturday, like Mahesh. Fine. So next year, guys, look at this concept. If I want to delete all of them, what is the command I can give? Docker compose. I want to delete all of them. Stop and kill. But don't do this one. Give the command docker compose down command. Which command? Up command will create and start. Down command will stop and kill. Is it stopping the containers? After stopping, it is gonna remove them permanently. What it's gonna do? Are these removed or not, sir? So like this, instead of stopping and killing with two different commands, use docker compose down. So it is gonna stop the containers and eventually it is gonna remove the containers as well. So that's it about the docker compose. Till what time? Till the class ends, Mahesh, 7:30. Okay, just ping me on Telegram. Okay, I'll reply you there. So now, sir, you can go and see. Are you seeing any kind of Docker containers here running? Any containers here? Nothing. So now, the next point is, currently you can go and see here, how many images I'm having here. DTH, prime, recharge, and movies. Correct or not, sir? Forget about this Ubuntu and this untagged image. So don't worry about this one. So currently your DTH application is on DTH image, recharge application is on recharge image, Trine applications on Trine image, and movies applications on movies image. I'll ask you one question. Currently, are these images posted on the Docker host or not, sir? What if I can go and if I remove this Docker host, for example, I'm permanently removing the Docker host, what will happen now? The image will be gone or not, sir? When the images will go, again I need to take the code, again I need to build the image. It is again very risky process or not. So in real time, what we do, once you create the image on Docker host, you need to send this image to Docker Hub. Where are you gonna send? Let's consider you write the code on local laptop. Once you put the code on local laptop, you are going to send it to where? Why you send it to GitHub? To store the code in remote repository. Why? Because even if your laptop will be lost, you can get the code from anywhere. Here also, once you create the image locally, this image need to publish to Docker Hub. Otherwise, if I lost the Docker host, entire images are going to be deleted. And again, you need to recreate the same images with the same process, which will cost some time for us. So for that purpose, whatever the images you created on your Docker host, so the images need to be published onto the Docker Hub, which is on the cloud. Where you want to publish them? To the Docker Hub. Once you put the image on the Docker Hub, what exactly you're going to do is you are going to access the images from anywhere at any time. So to do this process, what you are going to do is, first of all, you need to create the Docker Hub account. So it's going to take only 1 minute to create the Docker Hub account. So all you need to have is username, password, one email. So already as of now, I'm having my Docker repo. So I'm going to create Docker Hub account for one of you. So I'm clicking on sign in and sign up. If I click on sign in, I'll be logged into my Docker Hub account. So, but I don't want this. So I want to show you how to sign up. So click on sign up. Tell me any one of your email. I'll create it for you. Okay. Next, username. I'm going to give the same username. N.I.T. 00, but I'm removing the dot here. Okay. And password, I am telling you. So click on sign up. Okay. What I'm clicking here, sign up. It is a method number 1. In method number 2, you can connect from the GitHub also. If you click on here, from the GitHub authentication, you can be able to create your Docker Hub repo. So click on sign up. So bicycles, select them, verify. So I'm going to log into Anil account now. So it is Ani Taluri username and password. I'll share it to you, Anil, later. Sorry. You can use anything actually. It's not like only from username and password. I just now put. Wait, can I think I forgot the password? Man, I haven't given dot there. I think I have the password Gundam or what. Every time I'm putting the password, but I'm not able to remember it. Okay, wait. In username, I put data here. Fine. There I removed it, right? Alright, this cursor is not moving to here. Click on edit. Uh, so now I can be able to log in. Yes. So now, Anila, you can go and verify your email once. Once you verify your email, I'll be able to create the repositories here. Have you verified? Great. So you can go here and you can able to continue with personal. So once your email has been verified, go for the repositories. In the repository section, click on create repository. Create the first repository called movies. What is the name of the repositories? Like you can give Paytm movies also. It doesn't matter. Repository name, you can give whatever you want. So it's a short description. You can write and visibility public and private. As of now, I'm going for public, but in real time, you'll be going with the private repos only. Click on create. So currently it is a repository. Like I doesn't have any kind of image here. So if I want to push the images, there are two things. In GitHub, we will track that. We will commit that. Correct or not, sir? Here also we need to tag the images and we can push the images. How to tag the image? Give the command docker tag. I am tagging the movies image with version 1 to the repository of N.I.T Paytm movies. That means I am tagging that movies images to this particular repository. Now, if I give the command docker images, you will be getting the new tagged repository. Are you seeing this one? It is the newest image. Are you seeing it got just now created? Now, final step is you want to go here and you want to give the command call tag and push. What happened here? Access denied. That is the proper error only. Why? Because tell me one thing, without giving username and password, can we able to push this one? In Git also, you give the username and token, then only you can able to push. So here also we need to give the username and password. How to give it means give the command called docker login command. Which command? So username is Ani Taluri 00 and password. So now login got success. You can give the command docker push. So automatically you can see what is the local image size you are having. 227. If you go to the Docker Hub, you can see the same image, but with the size of just 90 MB. How much? So it is the image actually. You can go and see what is the image size here? 88.6. Almost all how much? That means 65% of your size got reduced or not, sir? Like that. So similarly, we need to create some other repositories and we need to push the other images also. So what I can do? So repository name, Paytm, fine. So create the image name. So once you create the repository name, first of all, image you need to tag it. What you gonna do? Give the command docker tag train with username called Anitaluri, and for this repository I'm tagging. Once you tag, already you know you will be getting the new kind of image here. You can see. Are you getting the new tagged image? So give the command call push. Just remove the tag and image name. No, only one time is enough. Need not to log in multiple times. Only one time is enough. So now similarly, if you can go here and if I click on refresh, you will be getting some newer image to the Docker Hub. Is it clear now? And I want to push the one more image. So give the command docker tag. I want to tag a recharge image with version 1. And I want to give it to Anita Aluri 00 user and the repository name will be Paytm recharge. Tell me one thing. Have I created the Paytm recharge repository? Even though if I don't create, okay, the repository will be created automatically. Before pushing, I can go and see here. Currently, how many repos I'm having? 2 only, right? But you can see here the push got completed. Click on refresh. Now you will be getting the new repository here. Are you seeing new repo? So it implies repository should not be created from the Docker Hub. Repository you can create from the local also. Okay. So finally, I want to push the DTH. So first of all, Docker tag DTH image to the user called N.I.T. And what is the repository name? Paytm. Once you tag, you can push. Tell me one thing. Now also have we created the Docker DTH, Paytm DTH repo have we created? But automatically once I push, is it going to create or not, sir? So this is the point you need to remember. Click on refresh. You will be getting Paytm DTH repo. Inside this repo, you are going to see the image. Are you seeing the image size here? And whatever the commands I written on the image, you can see the commands. Have you used the CMD property inside the image? Have you used the copy attribute inside the image? Have you used Apache installation? Have you run update? So what are the things you have added on the Docker compose, Docker image? The same components will be replicating to the Docker Hub itself. Now, even though if you remove all of the images from your Docker host, it's completely fine. Why? Because you can get images from the Docker registry. So tell me the command to remove all the Docker images. Docker RMI, that means remove images -f. Put dollar Docker images -AQ. That's it. So already we've seen this command previously. Are you seeing any image now? No. If I want to get movies image, Docker pull, which image you want to get now? For example, I want to get DTH image. Which image? That means from Anil Taluri account, there is a repository called Paytm. Inside there, we have an image called latest. That is a tag. What is that one? Just directly give this one. Automatically, you will be getting the image. You can go and verify by using the command called Docker images. You will be getting the new image of DTH. Are you seeing the new image here? From the image, can I create the container? Tell me the command then. Instead of Docker pull, I'll put Docker run -itd name container one port number 8480. Hit enter. Now go ahead and check this one. I'll be copying the public IP address. What is the port number I have given? 80. Is it running now? That is the advantage of Docker Hub. Even though if your image is not on the Docker host, you can push it to Docker Hub. From the Docker Hub, anybody can take the image and anybody can able to use it. Is it clear now? So as a DevOps engineer, once you create the Docker image, your first thing is to push it to Docker Hub, not to create the container. Of course, I said here to create the container, but in real-time organizations, we will push it to the Docker Hub. So then only we will be writing it to the compose file. That's it. So in a high-level overview, we learned what is Docker Compose. Docker Compose is a kind of file which can manage the multiple containers together. Correct or not, sir? And second thing, we have learned how to use a Docker Hub. Is it clear for all of you know? That's it. And there is one more small concept called how to change the default file. This we'll be discussing tomorrow's session. Okay, I'll tell you this on tomorrow's class. So now, before going for doubts and queries, so how's the concept of Docker Compose and Docker Hub? Is it clear for all of you? Any confusion or anything? Online, can you please confirm me how's the class for all of you today? Can you confirm in chat box all of you once? Okay, so now it's time for our doubts and queries. So online, if you are having any kind of queries over today's session, you can ask me now. What are the doubts and queries you are having? GitHub is to store the code. Docker Hub is to store the Docker images. Okay. In the project, you'll be getting the complete understanding. Don't worry. In the project, I'm going to discuss about the Docker. You will be getting the complete overall clarity how the Docker will be working on real time for you. First of all, let me give the notes for you in the meanwhile. So today we started from the Docker Compose and Docker Hub. So guys, all the comments, whatever I shown you on Docker Hub, you can get it from here. Okay. And there are some other concepts to cover, which we are going to see on tomorrow's session. How to change the default Docker file and how to install the Docker, what we call this one, MySQL or Postgres into Docker Hub. Sorry, Docker images. This we will be discussing on tomorrow's session. So here I have given Vijay Kumar username, but you can take whatever the username you want. Okay. So let me update this one. Pusa, you want to speak? Huh? Yep. Pusa, you can go ahead now.
Yeah, hi Rahul. That Tomcat issue said that you will be seeing that.
Wait, Pusa, I'm not able to hear you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Hello, Pusa.
Yeah, are you audible?
Yeah, like I'm able to hear you now. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have said right. There is a Tomcat related issue. I'm unable to like every time it is asking for the password. I'm not sure why it is.
Is it? Have you installed the Tomcat here?
Yes, yes.
From where you have restarted?
From the Tomcat YML from your all setters.
Like, are you practicing this Tomcat on for single project or like are you practicing for the
Actually,
multiple project?
yeah, I'm doing the project for the second time by not seeing all the steps. So when I'm trying to log into the Tomcat, it is asking for the password again and again, and it is showing like your password will be sent unencrypted.
Do you have the setup ready now?
Yes.
Can you share your screen quickly? Why? Because like there some other class people are waiting for the session to be happen. Just share it very quickly, please.
I enable that. I'm unable to share this.
I have given the permission for you. You can go ahead.
Okay.
But make it quickly.
Yeah. So it is showing like this.
Okay.
So I have just run the playbook as well to restart the Tomcat again just now.
No,
And
no. Show me your local Tomcat user.xml file. Cat Tomcat user.xml.
Actually, when I created, I did not give as an users. I have given as username here.
No, basically that's the wrong name, na. File name is wrong actually. You need to give Tomcat -users.
Okay,
Wait.
mandatorily it should
Give
be
the command.
user.
Give the command mv.
Okay. Sorry.
Give the command mv.
Okay.
Space t tab.
T tab.
Hyphen user. Hyphen u tab. Tab. Just u tab.
Okay.
So Tomcat users.xml. Add users.
Okay.
No. Same command user.xml.
Okay. User.xml.
Use tab. So to tomcat-users.xml. Give the name tomcat-
Okay.
hyphen users dot xml. Just try to run the playbook one more time.
Okay.
Complete playbook.
So
remove the tags. Run the complete playbooks. You have given the file name wrong.
The playbook also I have changed the name from users to user as I have given the local file name as Tomcat user.
No, you can't give like this. You can't give like
Okay,
this.
so users is mandatory there.
Yes. Just run the playbook once. You'll be getting the
First,
output.
let me edit the playbook.
So you'll be getting the output now. Just try and check and let me know.
I'll try. I will try. I have changed that actually.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, Shamsuddin, but I think it's a time to end session. Why? Because like some other people are waiting outside in the class. So let's discuss on tomorrow's session. Have a great day all. Thank you. So let me know tomorrow's session.
Sudarshan, I have given directions the Google Classroom, you can check. Okay. Thank you.